another one is artificial one. One is what natural one and another one is the artificial one. Now we will be talking about artificial environment. So artificial environment itself is what? Which is made by man. So Indian environment which is made by man using artificial things. So we use different kinds of artificial things in the environment to actually create an artificial environment. So in this artificial environment, so we will be using urine test. What? We will be using urine test. So to conduct this urine test, we need to have an environment. So to conduct this urine test, we need to have an environment. So for that particular reason, we will be developing an artificial environment. So to test this particular urine test, we need an environment. For that purpose, we will be developing an artificial environment. So this artificial environment will contain, it can contain any man-made things, but here we will take keyboard, mouse, laptop, computer, monitor, anything. Okay. So we'll have, so see, the purpose of this urine test is to test the intelligence between human and the artificial intelligence. The main purpose of this urine test is to test the intelligence between human agent and artificial intelligent agent. So you might have seen in history chart 1950 we will be having urine test. 1950 ఇందాక లాస్ట్ టైంలో హిస్టరీ ఒక చార్ట్ వేసినప్పుడు 1943 తర్వాత 1950లో మనకు ఒక ట్యూరింగ్ టెస్ట్ అని ఉంటుంది, చూసే ఉంటారు. సో అప్పుడు ట్యూరింగ్ టెస్ట్ దేనికి చేశారంటే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ న్యూరాన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, 1943 దే హ్యావ్ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ వాట్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ న్యూరాన్స్. సో దే హ్యావ్ కండక్టెడ్ టెస్ట్ బిట్వీన్ దట్ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ న్యూరాన్స్ అండ్ హ్యూమన్ న్యూరాన్స్. So any test that we give between artificial things and human, we call it as Turing test. So in this Turing test, we will be particularly having two persons. We will have two persons and one AI agent. We will have two persons and one AI agent. So let's say P1, P2 and AI. We have P1 is a person, P2 is a person and AI is an agent, artificial agent. So now I need to conduct test between this particular P2 and AI. I need to conduct test between P2 and PA. Not only P1, P2, I either take P1 or P2. So now I am taking P1. So this P1 is an evaluator. This P1 is the examiner. So now I have P2 and I have AI. So these three are different in different rooms. These three are in different rooms. This P1 person or the person who is acting as an examiner don't know where is P2 or where is AI, so that he will not show any discrimination. So this person cannot show discrimination because he does not know where is P2 and where is AI. So same for all. These three persons don't even know where they are. Group A persons ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు లేదా ఏ వాళ్ళు ఏ రూమ్లో ఉన్నారో తెలియదు. సో ఎనానమస్గా ఈ ముగ్గురిని వేరే వేరే రూమ్స్లో కూర్చోబెట్టి యూజింగ్ కీబోర్డ్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆర్ కంప్యూటర్. So this particular thing also will have a laptop and this particular thing also will have a laptop. So laptop comes with what? Laptop, keyboard, mouse, these are all artificial things. So we are connecting these both. So we are connecting the examiner with P2 and AI. So this P1 person, the examiner will pass certain questions. He will do what? Certain questions. So he will pass certain questions. Let's say he will pass 10 questions to P2 and 10 questions to AI. So he will pass same 10 questions, not different 10 questions, same 10 questions he will pass to P2 and PI. So which means what? The test is being done on the same equal grounds, same conditions. If the time given to solve this 10 questions per P2 is 10 minutes, same the time given to AI is also 10 minutes. So both are having equal time, equal questions, which means what? Both are on the same conditions. Both are on the same conditions. So after passing 10 questions, this P2 person will send response yes or no. This P2 person will send some response. Either if you know the answer, he will tell, he will answer the question. If you don't know, he will tell, he will answer that you don't know the question. Same for AI. So this AI also will return 10 questions. So this P2 is also returning 10 questions. So the person who is acting as examiner will examine the both answers. The person who is acting as the examiner will will examine both the answers. ఇది ఇచ్చిన 10 answers, ఇది ఇచ్చిన 10 answers రెండు ఎగ్జామిన్ చేసి then we will determine who is having more intelligence. We will determine who is having more intelligence. Let's say if P2 is able to score 9 and A is able to score 7, then it given conclusion that person P2 is having more intelligence than artificial intelligence agent. If it is 8 and this is 9, then we will conclude that artificial intelligence is having more intelligence than human agent. So with artificial intelligence environment ఏంటంటే this whole environment that we are creating for this particular test is called artificial environment. So అర్థమైందంటే artificial environment. So this is the environment that we create to conduct the test. So to conduct test we need a particular environment. So for that reason we will create this artificial environment. So say this examiner, 2 participants, 1 person and 1 AI agent. So అర్థమైందంటే ఎస్ సేమ్ యాజ్ యూజువల్ మీరు ఏదైనా ఎగ్జామ్ రాస్తారు ఒక ఎవరైనా ఏదో పర్సన్ వచ్చి 2 క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్స్ ఇస్తారు, 2 పర్సన్స్కి 2 క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్స్ ఇస్తారు, ఇద్దరికి సేమ్ టైం ఇస్తాము, ఇద్దరికి సేమ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తాం. ఇచ్చిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళిద్దరు ఆన్సర్స్ మనం కరెక్ట్ చేసి మనం చేస్తాం, కరెక్షన్ చేసిన తర్వాత పర్సన్ 1కి ఎక్కువ మార్క్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి ఏం చెప్తాం, పర్సన్ 2 కన్నా పర్సన్ 1కి ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది, లేదా పర్సన్ 2కి ఎక్కువ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి పర్సన్ 1 కన్నా పర్సన్ 2కి ఎక్కువ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఉందనో కంక్లూడ్ చేస్తాం. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ 2 persons here we are having 1 AI agent and 1 person. So this is about Turing test. So Turing test environment ante so it is conducted in an artificial environment. It is conducted in what? Artificial environment. And this test will be difficult for artificial intelligence because human can easily answer the questions related to emotions కానీ ఫీలింగ్స్ కానీ అలాంటి వాటికి రిలేటెడ్గా ఉన్న ఆన్సర్స్ మాత్రం హ్యూమన్ ఈజీగా చేయగలరు. కానీ ఈ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఏజెంట్ ఏదైనా ఉందా, దిస్ ఏజెంట్ కెన్ బి సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఆర్ నార్మల్ వన్. సో దీనికి ఏదైతే మనం క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇచ్చామో విల్ ఫీల్ లిటిల్ డిఫికల్టీ ఇన్ ఆన్సరింగ్ ద ప్రాపర్ క్వశ్చన్స్. దెన్ see if you are not noting down the types of environments and different types of agents. So different types of environments include continuous environment, discrete environment, observable, fully observable and partially observable, static, dynamic, single agent, multi agent, accessible, inaccessible, so deterministic, non-deterministic, episodic and non-episodic. So see in this, these are self-explanatory definitions. These are self-explanatory definitions అంటే మనం నేమ్ చూసి మనం వాటిని డిఫైన్ చేయొచ్చు. సో see observable, fully observable, partially observable అంటే fully observable అంటే ఏంటి, which can the environment is fully observable. Partially observable అంటే the environment is only observable in a partial manner. You cannot, the agent cannot observe the environment fully, it can only observe the environment partially. Coming to the discrete and continuous, this discrete comes with finite number of moves or finite number of actions. Here take an example of chess. Chessboard మీద మనకు డిఫరెంట్ చెస్ పీసెస్ ఉంటాయి. టేక్ an example of queen. Queen మీరు తీసుకున్నారంటే it is having limited moves. Like what? Either it can go diagonally, front, back. మీరు చెస్బోర్డ్లో చూసారు కదా, చెస్బోర్డ్లో queen ఉందనుకోండి, how it can move? Either it can move diagonally, straight or right or left. But can it move like randomly move అవ్వగలదా? So it cannot move. Take an example of bishop. Bishop ఎలా మూవ్ అవ్వాలి అలాగే మూవ్ అవుతుంది తప్ప క్వీన్ మూవ్ అయిన బిషప్ మూవ్ అవ్వగలడా? Which means what? It is a discrete environment. So the environment will have particular distinct moves. So next one, take an example of car. So car ఏంటంటే if you move on road, you can take right, left, you can move in any way you want. So then it is a continuous environment. Same partially observable, fully observable. Going with static environment and dynamic environment. The static environment means what? If the agent is particularly acting in an environment, the environment will not change. The environment will not change. Let's say if you are doing something, ఏదైనా చేస్తారనుకోండి, నేను ఏం యాక్ట్ చేసినా సరే ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఏం అవుతుంది, ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఉంటుందా ఉన్నప్పుడు కూడా అలానే ఉంటుంది. డైనమిక్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఈజ్ వాట్? ఇఫ్ ద ఏజెంట్ ఈస్ స్టార్టింగ్ టు యాక్ట్ ఆన్ ద environment will continuously change. So take an example of car. If car is sitting in a parking lot,